Well, we're back. What happened is after I gave you the brief run through this morning, I clocked in after I finished the earlier presentation and walk over to the cafeteria, and the students come in for breakfast. And so we've set up a system. The counselor had an idea to set up a system where it's more organized to get them in and out because school starts about 8. Homeroom starts about 8:45, right? And so that's what I usually do, go in the cafeteria and help coordinate and make sure these students are not, having the social hour of their morning and get their, hey, how you doing? And as they come by the door and the door's open, they love to say hello. So that's a good thing, right? Part of the task that teachers are tasked with, as well as school employees, is to report any incidents that students may have. And so the more they feel comfortable in communicating with you and coming to you with their problems and issues, the better we can try to help them or guide them and get them to a counselor or get them some help. Or, as I showed you earlier, any bullying incidents, students with anything they shouldn't have on them, guns, toys, whatever it is, right? To have that confidentiality where they can come to you and trust that, it will be in confidence. And so that's a critical part of keeping things down. One of the mantras has been over the couple of years, if you see something, say something, right? And so I did have a teacher come and tell me, hey, Mr. Couch, I tried what you said because I go into this litany about snitching versus being a witness. And, everything's turned into being a snitch. And no, everybody's not snitching. If you don't have anything to do with the actual crime or situation, you're a witness, right? If we're going to be technical, a snitch has to be available and or part of the incident for the most part because they have inside information about what's going on. Now, you simply divulging information that can save other people's lives and or cause a traumatic event from happening, you're not snitching. And what I usually refer to is in the community when there's shootings and or like there's a young kids are killed, until it's your child or your relative, then now you want people to come forward and say something. Otherwise, you're in the community, you're like, I ain't snitching, right? So what happened was in his class, we talked about that, and I said that to him and said it in his classroom first couple of weeks of school. And so he came to me later and said, hey, I had some students that, they actually, it actually worked. I had a discussion with them about, snitching versus witnesses. And all of a sudden, they said, yeah, he or she did it, right? And I said, hey, this is what we got to do, right? We got to teach them the difference. And this is when we talk about integrity, right? And now I'm well aware of, you got gangs, you got, extortionists, you got criminal activity where, people are being threatened from coming forth to be a witness. That ain't snitching, right? So, let your conscience be the guide, but, we got to have eyes, all hands on deck, and particularly in schools to make sure that, nobody's doing anything they shouldn't be doing, bringing things to school that they shouldn't have, and that will go a long way in curtailing a lot of these events, and with the bullying. I have students coming in or, and incidents throughout the country saying, well, I was being bullied, that's why I brought this knife or gun to school, right? Well, why didn't you tell somebody? Why didn't you tell your parent? Why didn't you tell an administrator? Somebody at that school you should have a relationship with enough to where you can go to them and talk to them and tell them that there's a problem, right? And it can be handled that way. But you trying to take matters into your own hands, is not the key. And you got students bringing toy guns, not here necessarily, but wherever. This is worldwide. This is throughout America, right, or wherever else you want to. Bringing things to school that they shouldn't have, whether it's toy guns or toy knives or whatever it is, nobody knows that that's a toy per se. And if you pull it out and somebody sees it, who knows? Oh, why even bring that to school, right? You need pencils, pens, paper, and your laptop, and your head screwed on right, and wanting to learn something. All these other outside antics, is not going to do it. So, like I said, that's part of what is done. All right, so I got one coming in now, so let me hold up.